You were waiting for that thing to pull you out of the video game world, and you're never going to find it as long as you're playing video games, because video games are so powerfully dopaminergic that you have this distorted sense of really pleasure and pain, and you will not be able to find that thing that you enjoy. And so, of course, the intervention is abstain from video games, reset your reward pathways, start with a level balance. And what invariably happens, and I've just seen it over 20 years so many times, I've become really a believer in this. All of a sudden it's like, oh, wow, my computer science class is interesting this quarter. It's like, okay, you have a receptivity then to experiencing pleasure and reward in a way you just don't have when you're bombarding your reward pathways with these high dopamine drugs.
Very interesting. And just to underscore this notion that tending to the immediate things can lead to super performance. I may have mentioned it earlier this episode, but if I didn't, I'll mention it now, which is I have the great privilege of having some close friends that were in the SEAL teams and doing some work with those communities. And it's a remarkable community for reasons that I think most people don't understand. People think they see the images carrying logs down the beach and all the blowing stuff on, all the stuff that's fun for guys like that. But all of the guys I know who are in the SEAL teams have this sense of duty about immediate things, and not just holding the door and helping with the dishes and moving things around. They are constantly scanning their environment for what can be done. They essentially conquer every environment they're in. They are also some of the most competitive human beings, but they do it in the world, and they do it unless they're in the act of warfighting, which is their real job. They do it in every environment in a very benevolent way. And it's a remarkable thing because I think it's what is part of what they're selected for. And there's a range there, but I think when we hear about tending to the immediate things, or this phrase, how you do one thing is how you do anything, that's a tricky one for me because there's certain things I just don't do well. But should we always be trying? I think that the tending to setting the horizon in closely, and tending to things in one's immediate environment, I think it is very powerful and translates because again, I think the nervous system, it performs algorithms.